Hello everyone, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to beat every single Guild Wars defense utilizing this cool tool named E7Bot. I decided to put this in a separate video from my other one because it's going to be a little bit longer of an installation process. So that being said, let's get on to it. So first and foremost, you're going to need a Discord account as well as Discord installed. This should be pretty self-explanatory and pretty easy to do. So I will not go over that, but from there on out, I can walk you through it. So if you're new to Discord, you can go two ways about installing this bot. Now you can go ahead and make your own server, or if you have your own server, you can add this bot to the server. Or if you have a friend Discord that all play E7, you can add this bot to the server for them. Now, if you don't want to do any installation, instead you can go ahead and join your favorite content creator Discord. A lot of them have this bot already in the server ready for you to use. And in that case, all you need to do is go ahead and skip to later on into the video on how to use the bot. But some examples here are Vicchun. He has a Guild Wars bot over here. If we go on to Tristan's Discord, he has chats for GBD spam as well. I think Valky has it as well. Higa, Elfmage's, Light, everyone has this bot in their server, to be honest with you, so it should be easy to find. If you choose to go the route of adding it into your own server, so that way you have a backlog of all this information for yourself, so you don't have to go looking for it again, all you need to do is click this link I put in the description or join a server that has E7Bot and click add app. Otherwise, you can click on this link here and it's going to do this pop-up here. And it's going to ask you what server you want to add it to. So hover over the server that you want to add it to and then continue, and voila, that's it. It's all added to your server. So from here on out, how do you use E7Bot? So there's a couple of things that you could do with the bot, but for today, we're going to try GVG. So a common defense you'll run into is Genesis Ross, Setsuka, and Lady of the Scale. So we're going to enter this in, and you're just going to need this information. Just entering the full name of the bot. So it'll be Genesis Ross. You can do Setsuka. And then, for instance, Lady of the Scales. And you can do include exclude hero. For instance, if you want to include a hero that you own or exclude a hero that you don't own for the attacks that is going to be given to you. So if you want to forcibly put Ruel onto your attack, you put include hero. If you don't own Ruel, then you can put exclude hero. So that way it does not recommend you teams that have Ruel on it. Once you press enter, it will then permutate and give you all of the attacks and its win rates into the defense. So it gives you the most commonly used one with the highest win rate, and then it goes down lower and lower. Being the lowest used one being Renok Elvira Scales with a 95% win rate, but the highest win rate one is 99.47 with Phyllis, Ilanov, and Rwana. Now, the only disadvantage of this is it doesn't give you the builds. I can assure you that this Phyllis is on Rocket Punch, and I can assure you this Ilanov is either on DPS set, and I think it's probably on DPS set, which more commonly you're going to run to Arius Ilanov. Well, as for this one here, this is going to be Arius Ilanov, and pretty much standard, most standard run. So basically, it's going to be a little bit of discrepancy where you don't know what their builds are. Now there's some other thing that you can do with this bot here. For instance, you can do build and then put a specific hero that you want to build. A very common one nowadays is Genesis Ross. So we can put Genesis Ross here, and this bot you could probably put a specific set if you want to see it. So we'll do crit damage set, and then we'll just search. So from here, it's going to permutate builds with Ross using destruction set and what is his common 2P sets, as well as common artifacts and common stat lines. And another thing you can do with this is, for instance, open up your Fribbles optimizer, and what you're going to do is use your importer, and from here you're going to then open up your Epic 7. Give it a second here, and what you're going to do is import heroes and gear automatically and start scanning. So when you have this open with Fribbles, it basically allows you to get that gear score calculator that you see all those streamers pull up, and you can basically go ahead and get Fribbles. So your game is going to open up, and while that's opening up, I'll just go ahead and show you once more. So basically you see the score dot here. This is basically your account score, right? So this is what we're going to get from using this bot. So Fribbles is still scanning, and then you just open up the game. And then once the game is open, you're pretty much set. So all you need to do from here is press on your inventory and open up your inventory storage if you have anything in it. Once you do that, you can stop scanning and you are all set. So all you need to do from here is wait for it to finish putting the gear onto your account, export it, and this should be your gear.txt file, and replace it if you already have one. It does not matter. And if you want to put it into Fribbles, you merge your data, but in our case, we're going to use this to put into the E7Bot. So from here, you do /cp file, and then we're going to drop our gear file that we just scanned. And then voila, we now have a full description of our account score. So what this basically shows you, it has a speed badge in the top left of if you're like 1 out of 5, 2 out of 5, basically how many 25 pieces you have on your account. It reads your total amount of equipment on the account, and it reforges based on, or gear score based on like its equipment score. And it shows you how many pieces of speed you have on your account, the left side being pieces on speed set and the right side being pieces off speed. Out of those pieces, how many of them are off speed set, right? So like basically it says I have 2 25 speed pieces on my account, but only one of them is actually on speed set. So like the total amount of pieces I have over 15 speed is 350, but out of all of those pieces, only 143 of them are on speed set. And this is like a general like graph that shows you where your account is seated towards, and you could pretty much see that my account is all around everything. It has a little bit of speed, a little bit of bruiser, it has ER, tank, and DPS gear. It has a little bit of everything. If you look at some other players, you can see that some of their scores are probably like seated more towards DPS. They have like really heavy DPS gear, but they don't have good tank gear. Maybe they have good tank gear, but they don't have good DPS gear. It pretty much goes everywhere. And like another cool feature that I really like off of this bot is RTA, where you can search up your own RTA stats, which is basically like Slendy, but it's more concise and you can get it off of Discord. So it's going to give you like a little screenshot that you can probably share around with your friends or so you can have like a full representation of your own RTA stats. So it gives you your win rate, it gives you your rank, it gives you your most picked, and your win rate on your top heroes picked. So with that being said, that is pretty much all I have to offer for you for this E7 bot. You can go ahead and explore the rest of the things that you could possibly do with this bot. I pretty much showed you the most important things, but if you find something else, you can utilize it. But this is the most you're going to be doing with this bot for your guild wars, for finding out specific builds for your characters, for finding your account score, as well as using it for RTA. This is generally the stuff that you're going to use with this E7 bot for. And once again, if you don't want to add it to your own server, you can go ahead and join servers like Tristan Wolf, where they already have this bot here for you to use, or servers like Big Chun, Valky. These guys all have this bot for you to utilize and use to your own discretion. So if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.